Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Dandenong Club and Victorian Metro Pennant. With me tonight, my name is Peter Susvidge.
Ron Arnold.
And Ron, we've got a great match coming up, haven't we?
Yes, it should be a very interesting game. We've got Division 1 and 2 playing against Lilydale, and it should be very interesting, especially on Division 1.
We've just started up, and what we'll do is we'll go through the sides at the moment. We'll get some camera angles worked out for you as well. So we'll just keep you up to date with the teams. But Ron will go through the teams for you now. Fire away, Ron.
Right, playing on. They're only just playing their first end at the present moment, so you'll probably see that on the stream. On Division, with Rink 5, we've got Christopher Payne for Dandenong, skipping, David Taylor, William and Nicole McKenzie is a lead. That is playing on 5, and on 6 we have it Robert Wilson, Michael Daly, Hamish Beekoff and Clark Wilson. So they're off to a good start too. It's Houghton's heads at the present moment. And on Rink 7 we have Scott Geimer, Britt Jago, Rodney Hurst and Matt Arnold. And to follow up with the last team for Division 1, Side 1, is Team 4, Blair Davison, Ray Arnold, Ross Dumlock and Chris Wallace. So we're just watching some of the ends at the present moment. We're on Rink 5.
Let's go through the sides up on the screen there, just so we've got an idea for you. So
Lilydale sides we're looking at in 5 on.
and here we go with the Lilydale team, and the lead there, Pavy O'Neill, and the second is John Newbound. The third is Ethan Preston, and the skip is Johnny Sanders. So they're playing off here on Rink 5. Over on Rink 7, the lead is Scott McIntosh. Second is Keith Walton. Third is Grant Ingham, and the skip is Cameron Laird. Team 3, the lead is, I believe it's John Snell. The second is Anna Shanahan. And the third just coming up, I believe, is Gary Snell. We'll just get confirmation on that. And the skip there is, I think it's John Rose. Then on Rink 6, we've got the lead is Joel Manning. The third is Leonard Cumming. The second, now there's been a change here. Sean Kavanagh's come into the side. And the skip is Luke Ingham. So very healthy crowd here in attendance here at the Dandenong Club. So great for everyone to see. Anyone got any comments, chuck them through on the Dandenong Club Facebook page. We're also streaming on Mornington Peninsula News Group page. A couple of Bowls Links pages as well, which we'll start getting those up and about and sharing very shortly. And of course the Dandenong team, as we see so Johnny Sanders is now coming in. Right, Ron, I'll just go through them for again for
Yeah.
you, just so you know.
Rink 5, Lilydale team place, mate. It's Christian names.
Right, the lead is Pavy O'Neill as Chris Payne comes in with his shot.
Eddie O'Neill.
This is his last shot. Just falling a touch short.
Lilydale's won that. No, they haven't. It's gone to Dandenong.
Gone to Dandenong.
One shot.
I think they were expecting 2 shots actually. So we'll just keep the scoreboard up and going there.
Nice 3/4 length roll.
As we finish the first end, and 2 shots to Dandenong, which sees them out to a bit of a flyer.
Coles. Nice looking draw from Nicole at the present moment. It's coming home well.
Just might end out a bit.
Yeah, it's a couple of feet through. Paddyfield is delivering at the present moment.
Big crowd here still. Actually just starting off for tonight.
Come through well and rested on Nicole's bowl.
Right, we just go over there, Ronnie, for the sides for you.
Yep. Second for Division 1 on Team 5.
Second is John Newbound.
John.
The third is Ethan Preston.
Ethan.
And Cameron and no, it is. Sorry, let's go back there. Yeah, Ethan Preston and Johnny Sanders is the skip.
Johnny Sanders. Thanks very much, mate.
So Will coming in now, very nice, just cutting across. John Newbound now, choosing the forehand. It's interesting that the first couple of bowlers chose the backhand. Just needs a little clip. Very nice.
Yes, touch up.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, sometimes the skips ask them to the leads to pick a side. Right, sometimes the leads ask them to pick a side and can concentrate on that side, and if they're having trouble with it, try another side, but concentrate fore and backhand.
Will's just gone a touch long. Again, welcome to all our viewers. Bit of stiff competition tonight with the BPL on and Premier as well.
Yes, it's keeping everybody occupied. If you like your lawn bowls, you'll be loving it.
Just sharing the Dandenong Club page to a numerous amount of sites.
David just gone through, about a metre behind the head. Ethan and John are deciding on what to play at the moment.
Bit humid here this afternoon, Ron.
He's sitting under a heater.
Oh, is the heater? No, but it was this afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
So
We didn't get much rain out of it, though. That's a problem.
but a lot of rain forecast over the weekend.
Which I really personally don't want, as we've got the classics going on at Somerville this weekend.
Correct.
Ethan come back about 2 metres behind the head. So David's played a forehand. He looks a little heavy also. Green looks as though it's running very well.
And of course the bottom green, the grass green, getting redone at the moment. Also on rinks 1, 2, 3 and 4 is Dandenong 2 versus Lilydale 1. And we can go through the side there just quickly. On team 1, Gordon Young, Tex McLennan and Stephen Gardellini and Stephen Tully. Team 2 is Trevor Poole, Stanley Fennell, Terry Boxall and Lorraine Dawson. Team 3 is Kevin Beecroft, Bruce Cameron, Ben Lucas and Greg Nichols. And team number 4 is Doc O'Connell, Thomas Perry, Graham Key and Ian Leggett. And I can tell you the scores are tied 3-3 there. Currently here on rink 5, it is 2-0. There's a couple of bolters though on rink 6. That's out to 3-0 in favour of Dandenong. And on rink 7, Lilydale have pegged one back. That is 1. And over on rink 8, it is 1-0 to Dandenong. So that bleeds a progressive score of 6-1 at the moment. And that's a completion of 4 ends. So John now coming in with his first bowl. Still under pressure there from the Dandenong bowl. Sorry, under pressure from the Lilydale bowl, so they're holding 1 at the moment.
Going to draw very close. Yes.
That'll be 2 shots.
Yep. Interesting to see what Christopher will be thinking about at the present moment. Looks like he's going to play the forehand to reach the brown. A little bit of weight.
It does need some weight, doesn't it, Ron?
Yeah, it depends. I can't see exactly what the catches are behind.
A bit of protection there.
He looked at it, he was indicating about a metre of weight. Delivered it.
Bit narrow.
Yes, he's gone narrow. Depends, he might get a wick.
He may have pushed into favour.
Yep.
So Lilydale holding 2 at the moment.
Yeah, and John's got 1 to play. Yes, there's plenty of action here tonight at the Dandenong Club. If you're doing nothing, you want to wander down if you're close.
Band's due to fire up shortly.
So you could have an entertaining night, the band and the bowls. Oh, he played narrow up the middle.
That's
I don't know. I think he might have been playing to take a bowl out to increase the number.
so the call is 2 there. That's a steady comeback from Lilydale, isn't it?
Yeah, that's brought it back to 6-3 on this overall at the moment.
As we move into the third end, completion of the second.
I just noticed that we've got Dandenong 2 playing Lilydale 1 and Dandenong 1 playing Lilydale 2.
I'm not going there. Not even going close to that, Ron.
Just the way the draws worked out.
I hope so.
Anyhow, Paddy's about to deliver a forehand. Giving that plenty of weight. She's gone to the back for some reason. Nicole's following her down on the forehand. Looks a lot better weight. Yes, well played, just behind the jack. Paddy's heavy again.
It's coming in though.
No, yeah, coming about jack high, yeah. Nicole should play just under it. She just crossed the head, but come in well. 2 shots at the moment to Dandenong.
Isn't it great that bowls is being played on a Friday night, Ron?
It gives them a free weekend if they want to do something. Plus, depending on what's happening, see, it's a good game to be playing on Friday night if the clubs are interested. We've tried to do it down on the peninsula, but
it doesn't have to have it happen each week. It's good that one just breaks it up a bit.
Yep, but it does. This weekend, some of the metropolitan teams are playing on Sunday.
And I see that in the next couple of weeks as well. There's a couple of matches on the Sundays.
Yeah.
We might go through the draw and just have a look.
John's played the backhand.
It's dropped out a bit.
Yeah, he's gone to the back. I think it's trying to get him to draw roughly jack high.
Will now. Got a nice smooth release, hasn't he?
Yes, he's only a young chap. Only 17 or 18, I think. Not long ago, he went up for the Nugget up in Queensland.
Great result. His first couple of bowls have been fantastic,
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah, they look like they'll be holding 3 shots. backhand. Drawing him, going in behind the head. David's playing the forehand. Drawing around the back.
Rightio, mission accomplished, and all sites are now receiving the feed, which is great. The score's been pegged back to 6-4. We'll go to an overall scoreboard very shortly.
He's narrow, playing towards the head. Oh, he's crossed the head, very close.
And just popped Will's bowl in just a touch.
Yep. Looks about 4 shots at the moment. David's played the forehand again. It's heading into the head also.
Just a little check there. Yep. So it's sitting in front, so they're well placed there. And it's an open head at the moment, isn't it?
It is very open at the moment. It'd be interesting to see what John's going to play.
We can tell you on rinks 1 to 4 that Lilydale 1 are leading 11-3 after 8 ends. Dandenong will pick up another shot here on rinks 5 to 8, and they're currently leading 7 to 4. And that's after 7 ends. We'll do occasional crosses up to the scoreboard just so you get an idea, folks, of what's happening. And we'll also put some scores on the bottom for you as well.
John's played the backhand and it's just skirted the head.
Was he looking for impact there, you reckon, Ron?
I would say he was trying to play under the last bowl of David's and draw in there to the kitty. Just trying to draw in there rather than waste a bowl driving or over the yardstick.
Now, I'm reliably told that Chris is in some magnificent form so far this year, or this season.
Oh, he's putting another one into the head by the looks of it, and this will put the pressure back on John. And he's blocked it up a little bit.
He has.
Still, if he plays his forehand, from where I'm sitting, I'll be looking at the forehand. Just has to nicely draw in there. There's a couple of bowls of Wills he could rest on or just draw inside of them. But then again, I'm sitting here, I'm not on the green.
Well, it's good to be sitting back here and talking about it, but yeah, they're doing all the work out there.
Yes, you got to play the shot.
So the last shot coming in from Johnny Sanders now.
He's gone hard at it. And he's kicked the jack out to the right.
He has.
Right,
Well,
it's up to Chris now to draw it.
I think Dandenong might be disappointed by that, but they've still got the last shot.
Yes,
and
but it's the way the game goes.
Yeah.
As you know, Peter, you can build up ahead and that one bowl can really change it and upset yourself. But it's out in the open. He should be able to draw this. They seem very happy about it down the other end, and yes.
Just sits in behind the back.
Yep.
He's pretty happy with that. As we just adjust the scoreboard. completion of the third end. And they'll pick up another shot there.
Yeah, that's 3-2 after 3 ends on ring 5.
Interestingly, after 10 ends, scores are equal, 8-all. We'll just get you some updates on that.
Nicole's just put a lovely bowl down. It's just gone past the kitty, a couple of feet behind. Paddy's playing the forehand. Angie's got a toucher and finished a couple of feet behind. Nicole's put her bowl down. Just a little bit heavy. Roughly a metre behind. Paddy's played a second bowl and just threw the head a little bit. One shot to Lilydale at the moment. Will's played his backhand. And he's about 18 inches behind and shot. John from Lilydale just draw it up. And he's finished it.
Just cut short a bit.
Yeah, a couple of feet, 2.5 feet. Wills looks like he's got a nice bowl again.
He's been bowling very well.
Yeah.
So
That's 2 to Dandenong at the moment. David's coming down on the forehand also. Depends on his weight here. Might have enough to push Will in, or just come under it, which he has. That's another one in the head for Dandenong. Backhand coming in, but it looks a little heavy. But it's come back off a Will's bowl and could be laying shot. Just around Will's bowl. Will he tap it out? Oh, he's rolled it out a little bit, so it still could be Dandenong. It's hard to say from here. You got a better view there, Peter?
Yeah, it looks like Will. I think Will's still holding shot there.
From the front bowl?
Yep. So you can see some scores coming up on individual rinks now, and that goes from your left of, your middle of screen. The sides are off to their right, looking there. That's
Chris has tried bowled with forearm. They seem very happy with it.
I think that'll be a second.
Yeah, it could be, mate.
Right, that's some better scores there for you there. So currently on the rink here at Dandenong 3, Lilydale 2. Rink next door, it is Dandenong 3, Lilydale 1. Lilydale doing some damage on rink 7, and Dandenong leading on rink 8. Over on the rinks 1 to 4, we can tell you that Lilydale are taking a 15-5 lead after 12 ends.
John's paid a narrow bowl up through the centre there.
We'll scoot through, won't it?
Oh, yes. It's gone through. Just not enough grass. Weight was looked all right. We'll see if Peter tries to repeat his last bowl.
Chris Payne. Nice and wide.
Just a little heavy.
So just by the looks there, Dandenong currently holding 2.
It's going to turn for John.
He's done it, I'll tell you what.
He hit short bowl
I reckon
and
he's
pushed
done
it
it.
in.
He has.
Got him going. They're going to measure it. That's a side bowl they're brought in. Yes, 1 to Lilydale. At 3-all.
Nice little comeback there. As we complete the 4th end.
Dandenong 10, Lilydale 9 after 13 ends.
Is it a strange contest, Ron, when they're going short up the other end there, and they're coming back long?
It depends on what the skipper is calling. You get to the stage where you're playing a game, if you find that you're being outdrawn on a longer hen, you'll shorten up the end to try and throw the opposition off. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But just got to try these different ideas because it all depends on your drawing ability per team. The skipper probably knows the drawing ability of the players he's got, and it's most important, as you already know yourself. The lead is very important to start to build the head up to begin with, and if you're a lead who prefers to play a long end, sometimes pay to let them do that.
Well, it puts pressure straight on, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're fortunate enough to get bowls in the yardstick with your lead and your second to start with, the pressure's back on the opposition. Oh, Paddy disturbed the kitty. Got a toucher there. Yeah, Cole's going to play the forearm. Looking close.
That's a great response,
Yes,
isn't it?
and she's drawn shot. A little short, but that's shot at the moment. So it looks like John's playing his backhand. Probably just to play underneath Paddy's bowl. It's going to be very early. Stood it up and it's fallen over. But I think there's still the one down. So he's got Will now playing the backhand, probably to rest that other bowl out. Gone a bit narrow by the looks of it. Weight doesn't look too bad. John's played the backhand again. He might promote Paddy's bowl again. Oh, he just skirted it. So he's calling on Will again to play the same shot. Will's taking a bit more grass. All in his weight now. He's finished roughly jack high in the head. One of our sponsors, Bendigo Bank, they've been looking after a lot of the bowling clubs around the area.
They have, haven't they? They've been fantastic, and across the whole of the sporting reach and all community groups, which is great to have Bendigo Bank. And of course, we'll put some sponsorship messages over for the bowl shop here, and also the bar here at the Dandenong Club.
Oh, he's gone in, and looks like toucher may have shot. Christopher's calling on David to play the backhand onto the last bowl. Line looks just going to be under the head. Open it up so we can see the kitty now. So he's got him to even to change over to the forehand. Very wide. Christo's having a good look. It looks like he's asked John just to play just through the head. Just a little wide, finished in the head. So we'll wait and see what John's going to play. He's already called him to play on the forehand. He'll probably play the same. You can see the jack from the mat, so he might be trying to draw it. Depends on the weight. It's going in nice at the moment. And looks like he's drawn another bowl in there.
Geez,
So
they're having a bit of luck, aren't they?
yeah, so it could be two for Lilydale. They're bowling well at the moment. So it's up to Christopher now. He might play his forehand down on that bowl and just to disturb it. Looks like he's going to play the backhand onto his own bowl. Probably to push it through. Gone through the gap. It went through the gap. Looks like John's going to play the forehand again. He's probably playing just to draw again, to just roll his own over. No, looks like he's gone back a little bit.
Bit of protection there. Chris looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he's probably thinking about the same shoulder shot that he played a minute ago.
It's on line, isn't it?
Looks like he's got the bloody gap again.
Oh, twice.
Yeah. Could be a couple to Lilydale. After 17 ends, Dandenong 15, Lilydale 11.
So they've picked up two there.
Yep, 2 shots, 5-3 now.
As we complete the fifth end.
Another toucher by Paddy. Lovely bowl. Nicole's changed to hand. She's playing forehand this end. Just under the jack.
There's an update score just coming through for you as we'll pop those. I tell you what, interesting on rinks 1, 2, 3 and 4, Dandenong have come back to level.
Yeah, 15 all after 16
16s.
ends.
So what?
And there was 10 shots different a few minutes ago. They've come back well.
Hasn't the crowd built up here, Ron?
Yes, it's starting to build up nicely. I'm just waiting for the noise of the band to start up, mate.
Yes, that's why we haven't got any effects microphones out tonight, folks. We're just we're trying to cope. We know the band will be firing up very shortly.
Yep. So there's still plenty of room down here for those who like to come down and sit and watch.
So there's an update progressive score just up on your screen there, folks. Of course, BPL going on at the moment up in Queensland, and Premier going on tonight as well.
Nice bowl, John. Jack high, mate. About half a dozen inches from the kitty. Will's been called on his forehand to draw in.
Looks very wide, doesn't it? It'll have to come and turn in a big way. It's starting to turn now, but just outside.
Beautiful weight, though. Calling on John just to come behind now.
Maybe just a touch long.
Yeah. Still come back to a good home.
Well, that's where he skip asked it for, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's between the other two Dandenong bowls, so if it does get trailed, which Will's trying to do.
This is a touch narrow. Actually, it's a very narrow.
Yeah, really gone narrow. Yeah. When you're skipping your rink, the first thing you try to think of is, okay, it's nice to have bowls around the kitty, but you've got to look for cover. Because sometimes the movement of the kitty can cost you shots if you're not prepared to safeguard yourself.
And they've just picked up a... nice shot turning in. It's going to come inside. As we just update the scores there on the progressive overall. Probably the same width as Will's first bowl, and we'll track in right behind it. Chris asking to come inside that. Night's starting to get a bit of a chill on it. A couple of people putting on some jackets and some jumpers, but was very humid here. And in fact, we are sitting under a heater, so that does help. It's tracking very well. It's just going to get a nice little clip. He looks very happy with that. So Chris heading down the other end. Got some challenges there. He's looking to be 2 down at the moment. I'll tell you what, I suspect there's a touch of weight here. It's coming around nicely. It's just going to sit right on top of it. That is a fantastic shot. John now coming in. It's going to be narrow. Well, Ron's just popped back in after having a look around the other rinks, but Chris Payne landed an absolute bomb, and team just having a little discussion there out in front.
A holding shot. It looks like Lilydale 2 outside that.
Tell you what, we've got a big audience tonight.
It's picking
Rod.
up, mate. It's starting to pick up.
But even online, they're jumping on.
That's great.
Shannon Reese saying, "Come on, twinkle toes."
Well, he must have been concerned about that because he's taken the shot and not rolled the last bowl.
Dane Boots is watching.
Yay, Dane.
How are you, Dane? Good to have you on board. As Dandy pick up one back. Good to see.
Looks like she's rolled it to the tee, but taken the mat up.
It has. It's just moved up slightly, hasn't it?
Yeah.
As we complete the 6th end there, we'll get that up on your scoreboard for you at the moment.
And she's gone narrow, but the weight just over. Paddy's bowl looks okay. It's gone a little bit heavy behind.
That's a great shot, isn't it?
The other rink starting from rink 1, Lilydale 8, Dandenong 2, rink 2, Lilydale 2, 3 for Dandenong, and this is after 5 ends, rink 3, Dandenong 3, Lilydale 7, rink 4, Dandenong 7, Lilydale 6. So Lilydale have hit the front at the present moment, 23 to 15 after 20 ends.
dropping down here.
Just gonna turn. Weight doesn't look too bad. John's playing his forehand. And it looked like a resting toucher. My apologies to toucher. So, mind a little dull at the moment.
Will staying with his backhand.
Rick ain't played 5 ends, sorry. Dandenong 6, Lilydale 0. Rink 7 after 5 ends. 2 to Dandenong, 7 to Lilydale. Rink 6, 5 to Dandenong, 2 to Lilydale. And on rink 5, 4 to Dandenong, 5 to Lilydale. After 21 ends, Dandenong 17, Lilydale 14.
Beautiful.
David's playing his forehand.
Just might have lost his balance just a touch.
He was having trouble looking for the kitty. Grass looks good, just short.
Still plenty of room to move there.
Yeah, there's a couple of bowls just short of jack height. Draw in there. Ethan's playing the other side. He played his forehand. Looks very wide though.
Have to do some work to get back from there.
It's coming better than I thought. So Dave's played his forehand. Depends on the weight now after his last one. It's turning in very quick.
Little clip. No, it's going to find the gap.
Yep, gone through the hole all the way.
And just
Sat in behind the head.
nice behind there.
Yep.
So I think Ethan's been asked to swap here.
Yeah, he's been called in just behind the. Oh, he's liking it. He's chasing it.
It's swung late, hasn't it? It's got to give it a nice little clip.
Oh, did it fall in? Yes, it looks like it could be 2 shots.
Chris just having a look what the options are as the band fires up. So Ron, what we might do is keep on talking, because if we don't, our friends at Facebook might interrupt. And if they do interrupt, folks, there's a Vimeo channel that will go uninterrupted. Sorry. So if you're having trouble and not listening, it could be because Facebook might shut us down in voice only. But we'll keep chatting away as much as we can as Chris Payne comes in now.
Playing the backhand. Looks very narrow.
Steady release.
He's got to get around that front bowl. He's into the head. He's hit Will bowl. And he's only one down now.
Yep. So that's sitting very nicely.
Yeah. He's calling John on the backhanded play in.
So Johnny's coming up now. Score still sitting as on the screen there, 17-14 after 21 ends.
He's playing the backhand and no, he's only drawing. Looks like just drawing into the head. Is he trying to roll the front bowl?
Guess what? Oh. Well, by the indications down there, he's done it. And he could be close to sitting to 2 there.
Yeah. And the brown bowl also. Well, Christopher's having a good look at it, deciding which hand to come in on.
Just having a look as Chris comes down this end.
Yeah, could be holding 2 there. It's interesting. He's played his backhand. He just looks like just over draw weight. There's a gap there. He's going to kick the gap.
I tell you what.
He's kicked the gap, but where did it finish?
That was the right idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's come through there very nicely.
And tell you on rink 7, there's some Lilydale teammates looking for some scores there. They're currently leading 7-2 on rink 7. They've just given their teammate a thunderous applause as Scotty Geimer walks back to the mat there.
Yeah, John's got his bowl, getting ready.
He's got plenty of room to go the outside.
It looks like a very open head over there for Scotty. He's played his forehand. He might be trying to promote something here. Oh, he's not sure. So we'll see what takes place.
Just the one that they're indicating.
Looks like Scott might have got his result over there. Touch it.
So just the one shot.
One down it was.
One down, correct.
Yep. The end's starting to get shorter and shorter.
We'll just have a look and zoom in just a touch there, get that screen glare out of everyone's face. On the screen, that is.
Paddy's playing a forehand. Looks heavy.
At the completion of screen 7.
Yeah, she's come through 2.5 metres. So Cole's played it backhand. And she'll be about a metre behind the Jack. Just play the forehand again.
It's turning in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's turning
Very
in
nice.
very well. Very good. Just behind Jack. Good adjustment. Well, this is going to be close also. Oh, she's
Well, advantage.
touch her and kicked it back.
An advantage to Dandenong there, so
Yep.
that's a great result.
Yep. Very good.
It's interesting. I've just noted some scores are gone. We know some scores have gone up, but the scoreboards haven't been updated yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they haven't changed it for an end. Maybe the seconds are forgetting to push the buttons. And now John's drawn in there and it could possibly be shot. Will's played his bowl down at the present moment and is drawing in lovely. Pick up the... Yeah, and he's tapped it across. And it could be one now to Dandenong.
and maybe a measure. So the main scoreboard hasn't been updated yet. We're just waiting for...
Yeah, it just got updated then, mate. 19 for Dandenong, 20 to Dandenong, 14 to Lilydale. Dandenong's still going up.
Wow.
21-14. Will's played his second bowl.
I'm just
Weight
wondering.
looks quite good.
I'm just wondering if that's factual though, with the end being one just before. So
Well, they've played 24 ends now. Dandenong 21,
6,
Lilydale
5.
14, which is Division 1 Dandenong. Dandenong 2 is 20 to Lilydale 1, 25.
Well, it's just gone to 23 now, which is interesting.
Dandenong 1, 25, 25 ends. Lilydale 2, 14. Right, David's playing the backhand and he's been called in to draw to the kitty.
Dandenong still holding, and they're clawing back on rinks 1, 2, 3, and 4. At the moment, Dandenong 2 20 and Lilydale 1 25. There's an update for you on the screen now for Progressive on the current rinks that we're televising.
That's turning well now, and he's very pleased with it. He's chasing it. He's chasing it.
It just hasn't got the legs, has it?
No, it's just pulled up.
Yep.
He thought he had it all the way.
He had the line.
Yep. Well, that makes it very tight now for David, because David must just try and draw around it. Just don't be narrow. That's what you've got to think of. And it doesn't. There he's gone narrow.
Will it have an impact here?
He might cut it across. Oh, he nearly stood it up and across. So it'd be very interesting.
Well, that was just looking at that. That was nearly Nicole's bowl being pushed into action there.
Yep. Yeah. John's playing the backhand now. He's looking for the same little gap.
Yeah, this has got a bit of weight here.
not holding up.
No, it hasn't. It's just dropped off.
Yeah. But you can see the gap that they're looking to play through.
Yeah.
And both sides are looking at the same.
I really thought he was there, but we'll see what Chris does here. Chris also looking to go the backhand.
Well, all on the weight now. The grass looks good.
Here it comes.
Got a hold.
Little clip on the side.
Oh, he might have pushed the opposition in.
And that, folks, is the look away. Not a happy camper at the moment.
No. It's easily done, though.
Of course, BPL 16 coming up on being displayed up on the board, as well as aero bowls.
Yeah.
He's
So
the
that's
main,
one thing about your lawn bowls, mate. All you got to do is get your weight and your line right, and you're laughing.
all the rest. Johnny Sanders now comes in, looking to go the forehand and around. Oh, I tell you what.
Well, they're having a good look at it at the present moment. Christopher's still got another bowl. Where he's looking at just rolling it out.
Just also a reminder that BLK gear is available in the shop here. Right, Chris now coming up.
There's still plenty of room here, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of chairs. Come down and watch. He could roll his own bowl in here. Oh, he's come through.
Jeez.
He's come off the outside bowl. Come in. Lovely. And they made two out of it.
Jeez, that's a good pickup, isn't it?
Yep.
So it'll be interesting in the scoreboard update here.
Nicole's come back to the end of the line. Dandenong 2 have 22 after 27 ends. Lilydale 1, 25.
Well, interesting. I thought that Lilydale picked up not this previous end that's gone, but the one before that. So I've just adjusted the scoreboard as we have completed the seventh. Nicole comes in, just falling a touch short, but great line. They have adjusted it. I knew they would. There you go, 6 all.
6 all after 8.
So that will take it to 15.
Paddy's put one down there. Coming in nicely. Just missed the kitty. Yeah, rink 8 over there. Still 7, Dandenong. Lilydale 0. Rink 7, Dandenong 5, Lilydale 7.
And they're just on rinks 1, 2, 3 and 4. They're just Dandenong, they fall behind, but then they do this little catch-up race, and they're now just trailing by 2,
Yeah.
23 to 25.
They're trying to help. Look after the visitor for a while and then step on them. Paddy's gone very wide there.
Young Williams having a crack at me with the scoreboard, I think. So I'll just keep him. He's just put it up to 7-6 now.
Has he? I just noticed a minute ago they were comparing cards.
So they have updated, which is good.
Has Will got the legs? No, he's pulled up. He won't be happy about that.
So still an open head here, which is
yes, plenty of drawing room there, buddy.
The Lilydale guys just commenting on the band numbers, Ron.
All right. Yeah, some very old themes they're playing.
A couple of grand old songs as
Yeah,
Will comes in with his backhand. He's going to follow that down.
Looks like he's got the weight to be in the head, mate. He's around the front bowl there. He's come in
just
lovely.
going to sneak it in right behind there.
Yeah, looks like he's got shot. John's playing the forehand. How's his weight looking there, Peter?
Looks good. It's just the width, that's all. It's just a touch narrow and will knock Will to advantage. John not too happy. Hands in pockets as he walks back.
Yeah, David's gone the backhand.
Plenty of width. And pretty much following the same line as Will. Just going to curl in behind. Might get a little bit of a clip off Nicole's bowl.
Yep. Yeah, the green looks as though it's rolling quite well.
And all rinks having, looks an impressive sight, doesn't it, on a Friday night?
Oh yes, but when you see a green full of all players and all that, it's truly heartfelt. You feel as though they're achieving something, and to see so many people out there at one time, it's really good.
And I suppose with that, Ron, that was testament. Sorry, folks, you missed the pre-start when both groups of two teams were together and just having a chat about what's going on. And I'd call them the pep talks.
Yep.
Just the instructions from the coaches was pretty good, solid. Appease it to football, or netball as the groups come in and have a chat and just get the confidence levels boosted.
Yeah, the motivation that you get off your team manager and that sort of thing helps each group, and then you rely on your skipper to also continue it through the game. Because people got to remember out there, it's not an I team, it's an effort from all players in the team.
So just some score updates on the overall score of 31-16 after 29 ends. And that's just coming through now. Oh, he's just missed.
Yeah. Yes, Rink 8, they seem to be struggling over their Lilydale team. But as everybody's aware, you get halfway through the game, it can turn on you.
Can flip.
That's why you get it sometimes when halfway through the game, some teams don't want to stop because they're playing well and they're very concerned about the break.
And what do you think on a Friday night they'll take the break?
I don't know. I haven't heard what they're doing.
Is it, and I'm not akin to Metro, do they normally play for a break?
I believe that Metro, they usually go for the 21 straight through.
Straight through, yep.
Now, we ourselves, as you know, if it looks like the weather's going to be inclement, it's better to get the 21 ends out the way first so you don't get caught out. And then also, you've got to also think that you got
Yep.
elderly people in the bowling group, and sometimes you need to stop and give them a break.
Yep, and your volunteers that put on a feed.
Yes, that's right.
As Johnny Sanders comes back.
That's the best thing about bowls. There's a great aid variety. We'd still need a lot of young members though.
We're working on that, Ron. So John's bowl now is just going to cut across.
They called an umpire on ring 6. What have we got there?
So Will's bowl still holding as Chris comes down to have his last bowl. And we believe umpire called on
Rink 6.
6. Right, we'll take a look over there and just see what the issue is. Looks like a measure.
Yep.
As Chris fires away with his.
Is he going to come down through the gap?
That's just going to sneak in.
Oh, he's rested Wills.
Well, he's got 2. Just looking at there, it's definitely 1 and a measure.
Yep. Because the white bowl's Patsy's, isn't it?
Johnny Sanders having a look. Paying probably more attention to the
Well, if he comes down through that gap there, he could still draw it.
on through the right,
Yeah.
the right of screen.
Our right of screen, yes. He's got Will.
And put pressure on Will's bowl or on the jack.
I'd be trying. He's got 2 bowls he could rest on there, so he'd be looking at draw weight.
Well, he's going that direction.
If he gets through that gap, anything can happen. But it looks a
I
bit
reckon,
narrow.
yeah, I think he's a touch short. And he's
Ooh,
pushed Will's bowl
up
in.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're looking at it, so what is going to be the result?
As the measure goes on in rink 6, I can tell you that Dandenong 2 are taking the lead 27-25 on rinks 1 to 4.
It's turned around again. One more shot to Dandenong on rink 4. That makes them 10-6.
Looks like just the one. Ooh, I think they're looking for a measure as well.
They're calling an umpire also. Yep, they're calling for an umpire also.
Umpire's busy tonight. I think he's just going to go back and grab some more equipment.
Yes, it's a smaller measure than what he just measured over there.
We do know that Dandenong have picked up on rink 6 after the measure. So they'll take a one-shot lead there. Scoreboard still to be updated.
That'll be 10-2 then, wouldn't it?
Yep, so we're still showing 29 ends. So we're just waiting for 2 results to come through. We can tell you that Dandenong 2 on rinks 1 to 4 have taken a 4-shot lead over Lilydale and are currently leading 29-26. That score just got updated then after 32 ends.
They're keeping you on your toes.
That's great. We're just looking over on rink 6. First up bowl there from Dandenong. As Rob Wilson shouts it in. Some definite measuring going on just here as the theme from Heartbeat sings out. Just a reminder that BLK gear is available in the shop. And I tell you what, while they're at a measure, we'll just wait for. We might just take a quick break. Life for a lawn bowler is just getting that easy, especially at the Pulse Lounge at the Dandenong Club. Located directly opposite the fantastic undercover greens, this perfect sit-down area is ideal for venues and events. Great barbecue facilities and also a great outdoor bar, perfect for all types of occasions. Bookings are essential. Please call the Bowl Shop on 9793 7339. The Pulse Lounge at the Dandenong Club.
So Malakut is surrounded by a Croajing
we're just getting some camera feed issues coming through, but we'll just be with you very shortly. Just stay patient, and we'll be with you very, very shortly.
But, oh, sorry about that at the present moment. We seem to have a few technical faults, but we'll keep it going on the voice. At the present moment, it's looks like just down 1 to Lilydale with Will's bowl, Jack high, about 2.5 inches from it. John from Lilydale just gone back there and he's playing his backhand. I'd say he'd be playing to draw Will's bowl off. He's delivered it. It's coming down very nicely in regards to its weight, and now just drawing well, it's coming in. I think he's just going to fall short by a couple of feet. So that's 1 to Lilydale on ring 5. Overall at the present moment, Dandenong 1, 38 shots after 35 ends. Lilydale 2, 20 shots. Rinks 1 to 4, Dandenong 2, 30 shots after 35 ends. Lilydale 1, 33 shots. Paddy just rolled the bowl down. It's about a 3/4 length. He's playing a forehand. Grass looks very reasonable, but the weight is a bit heavy. Looks about a metre behind the head. Nicole's played her bowl forehand. Drawing in well at the present moment. All depends on the weight. And it looks about jack high. Paddy's playing a second bowl forehand. Probably trying to draw just inside Nicole's bowl. Looks very wide though, but it's drawing back now. Just a bit heavy again, just behind the jack. So it's 1 to Dandenong at the present moment. Nicole's playing a forehand again.